Escapism is the tendency to seek distraction and relief from unpleasant realities, especially by seeking entertainment or engaging in fantasy. Escapism means doing things that you enjoy, and that can refocus the brain in positive ways that make dealing with physical and mental, emotional things that much easier. Besides giving us a much needed distraction, escapism works to relax our minds and alleviating the stress we're experiencing. Escapism can be a healthy practice in this regard. Rather than viewing escapism as a negative practice, we can view it more like a spiritual retreat. Taking the time we need to process and recuperate ourselves is conducive to our spiritual endurance. Now, okay, there are two sides to every coin. So what happens if escaping is really the only way you feel okay? Well, Sigmund Freud himself believed that the desire to escape is part of the human condition. People cannot survive with the little satisfaction they can steal from reality, he wrote. There are several ways to escape from a reality we don't like. Some people, definitely not me, no, not me, no, never, play video games. Others binge watch shows or dive into a black hole of social media, while some read books or exercise or drink wine to feel a little fine. You get the point. The desire to escape is neither good nor bad. In some cases, the function of escapist strategies is to allow us to deal with a world that is too overwhelming, a world that seems impossible to manage. Now, the other side of the coin is when you first wake up in the morning or first walk back into your home. What is the first thing you do and how? Drinking a glass of wine in itself is perfectly okay, but if it is the first thing you look for when you get home because you cannot be with your own reality for another second, what then? Personally, I struggle with this idea of escapism because we all deserve to do those things that we enjoy and make us feel okay, and we should not feel guilty of it. And we should never have to deserve to feel okay, right? I also see it can be destructive. If we spend more time out of our reality than in it, time can fly past, and the problems or tasks in our lives are still there. Reality can be scary and is very scary, and the world at times can feel very doom and gloom. That is why we must face it. So when we return from our fantasy, reality is a place we can enjoy. The more time we spend to escape, the less time we have to reflect on what is happening to us and what we feel. We need to be aware that running constantly will not leave fears behind. It will only give them time to grow, because there is no place in the world where you can run away from yourself. A study warns that people who constantly avoid dealing with their intense emotions experience greater feelings of anxiety and emotional distress over time. The tendency to psychological escapism can become a dangerous snowball that runs down the mountain and becomes an avalanche. The problem will continue to grow as we feel safe in another universe. Now, there are 3 questions you can ask yourself to regain control. The first step for breaking the escapist loop is to recognize that we are fleeing. To do this, it is enough to answer ourselves honestly. What are we doing that is helping us solve the problem? The second step is to detect exactly what we are escaping. What problem overwhelms us? To do this, you can ask yourself a simple question. What is bothering, scaring, worrying you? And the third step is to find solutions that allow us to solve what concerns us, or at least mitigate the tension that generates. It will help us to ask ourselves, what do I want my life to be like? And then we must get to work to make that happen. I also want to add, be kind to yourself. Life can be a strange and ruthless place, so please be easy on yourself. Do those things you enjoy. You deserve them. Thank you for watching. I appreciate each and every single one of you. Take care.